After Ralf Rangnick left at the end of the 2021-2022 season and Ten Hag arrived at Old Trafford in the summer, Manchester United fans were hopeful that their team would transform the leadership of the Dutch manager. Before and after becoming the head coach of the Red Devils, Ten Hag revealed part of his plan for the revival of Manchester United, which involves transfer activities and especially internal club regulations. In the early days at Manchester United, Ten Hag demonstrated his toughness and credibility as the head coach. He issued disciplinary measures for Narco when the player was 3 minutes late to a team tactical meeting during the summer tour in 2022. Similarly, Marcus Rashford's case in the match against Wolverhampton in the Premier League last season. Most notably, Ten Hag's decision to sack Cristiano Ronaldo came after the Portuguese superstar left midway through the 2-0 victory against Tottenham at Old Trafford. It was a shocking decision in the football world, as there had never been a precedent where Cristiano Ronaldo was disciplined since his peak performances at Manchester United, Real Madrid, or Juventus. After that incident, fans around the world, especially Manchester United supporters, had a different view of Ten Hag. They believed that the team had truly found a manager who could help them regain their former glory. A major issue that had plagued Manchester United in the past 2 seasons was a continuous lack of control from the dressing room. Ten Hag handled this decisively by letting go of Paul Pogba and Jesse Lingard. Not only that, he closely monitored the social media actions of the players. Manchester United legend Gary Neville was one of the most vocal critics of individuals leaking internal information. What the players don't realize is that when they go to the media to criticize individuals, those media people come to us. So we know who is leaking information. We don't like it, but we know who's doing it. Similar to his predecessors like Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, Ten Hag had a successful start in his first year at Manchester United. Winning the Carabao Cup and finishing in the top 4 last season were clear evidence of that, and it showed a bright future for Manchester United under the Dutch manager. However, as they entered this season, no one expected that it would be a rare moment for Ten Hag to establish his credibility at Old Trafford. The consecutive poor results of the Red Devils in the Premier League and Champions League, with each match revealing internal issues, were noticed by the English media. Let's go back to over a year ago when the 2022 World Cup was about to take place. A time when Cristiano Ronaldo's interview with Piers Morgan shook the football world. The Portuguese superstar criticized Ten Hag. "MU betrayed me. I have been turned into a black sheep in the team. I don't respect Erik Ten Hag because he doesn't respect me. The rumors that Manchester United wants to push me away are true." Not only the coach, but 2 or 3 others at the club are trying to do that. I feel they don't want me to play for Manchester United. Not only this year, but even from the previous season. I feel betrayed. At that time, many fans supported Ten Hag's decision to remove Ronaldo from the Manchester United squad, even though the Red Devils didn't have a proper striker at that time. They believed Ten Hag was right in his philosophy. No one is bigger than the club, even if it's a world superstar. But at the present time, many people doubt Ten Hag's personality and abilities at Manchester United after almost 2 seasons. This is because not only Ronaldo, but later other stars openly or subtly opposed their coach. It's noteworthy that these players were all given ample opportunities by Ten Hag. In September 2023, after losing 1-3 to Arsenal at the Emirates, Ten Hag explained in an interview that Sancho was absent because the player didn't meet the standards in training. Immediately after that, the English player responded to his coach's statement. "This week, I trained very well. I believe there are other reasons for this issue that I won't delve into. I have been a black sheep for a long time. It's unfair. All I want to do is play with a smile on my face and contribute to my team. I respect all decisions of the coaching staff. I'm playing with great players, and I'm grateful for that. Every week is an interesting challenge for me. I will continue to fight for my place no matter what." Most recently, after the 2-2 draw against Bournemouth last weekend, the English media once again sensed internal turmoil at Manchester United. This time it was 2 stars, Alexandre Narcho and Amad Diallo. Narcho liked 2 posts criticizing Ten Hag's weakness in substituting him in the recent match, while Amad Diallo posted a cryptic photo on his personal page. The question now is why Ten Hag has to face so much opposition from players like this, from world superstars like Ronaldo to young players like Narco. Many believe that Ten Hag's toughness doesn't convince the players, and he may even favor certain players. He is tough on Ronaldo and Sancho, but protected the poor performance of his favorites like Anthony and Marcus Rashford for a long time. A Skyport journalist said, Ten Hag is very likely to be ousted from Old Trafford. He is losing control of the dressing room. Players are not playing for him. A source of mine said 50% of the players oppose Ten Hag. They feel they have to train too hard and don't know what they're running for. At present, Ten Hag is very much like the final moments of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Old Trafford when he couldn't control the dressing room after a string of extremely poor results. Man United News reported, Ten Hag has lost control of half the dressing room, while Daily Mail also stated that Coach Ten Hag had lost half of the players' support. Obviously, with a team experiencing continuous internal dramas like Manchester United, it's difficult to achieve positive results on the field. However, the information mentioned above is all from media reports, and no one can know for sure 100% what has been happening in the Manchester United dressing room. That's why the recent conflict may not necessarily originate from Ten Hag himself. We remember when Edward Wood chose Paul Pogba, leading to the dismissal of Jose Mourinho in the 2018 season. This moment led to the decline of the Red Devils in recent years because the head coach was no longer given full authority in the dressing room. This issue still lingers at Old Trafford, and it's not impossible that Sancho, Narco, or Amad Diallo could be the new black sheep at the Theatre of Dreams. This is entirely plausible as all three players were trusted with many opportunities in the past by Ten Hag, and currently for Sancho, Ten Hag is still willing to work with him to regain his form. As for Narco, he has appeared in over 30 matches for the Red Devils this season, and few young players have been given as many opportunities to prove themselves. If Manchester United and Ten Hag allow this issue to continue for the remainder of the season, there is a high likelihood that the Dutch manager will follow in the footsteps of Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the end of the season. And of course, when that happens, a vicious cycle will continue with Manchester United, and the path to regaining their former glory will become even more difficult for them. Even with Sir Jim and Ineos appearing at the theatre for the remaining matches in the Premier League, Manchester United has virtually missed its targets, with no chance of making the top four. The Red Devils will aim for the FA Cup to avoid a trophyless season, thereby securing a place in the Europa League. And let's wait and see what the fate of Narco and Diallo will be in the semi-final match against Coventry City this weekend.